Atis. I'm going to be graduating from Penn in May, psychology and stuff. Hopefully, hopefully going into medical school. So yeah, I don't really know what I'll be doing next year though. So I'm no stranger to Christian communities. I grew up in a Christian school and basically only had Christian friends. So coming to Penn as a freshman, I knew I needed to join the Christian group. But who knew that sticking to what I was comfortable with would change and challenge me for the better? Coming to GCC was a no-brainer. I mean, my first family group experience was amazing. Basically because the first dinner they had for us, the servants team unknowingly cooked two of my favorite foods, spaghetti and brownies. So I also enjoyed the care and love they had for me. At first it was annoying when they would text, email me, but I soon grew fond of the constant bombardment of inquiries and encouragements, and I realized all of this when it stopped sophomore year. The class of 2013 was especially awesome from the start and just got infinitely better. I met fun people, my accountability partner, and literally the best trolls you could find. I also had the privilege of being there when my roommate, a 2013 brother, gave his life to Christ. But most of the blessings happened this year though, my senior year. To start, I got to witness the rise of a troll army that would in no time outshine the infamous trolling event of 2012. But the experiences that meant the most to me were the little things. Meeting up with a brother and hearing his testimony. Getting a text from someone asking to be their prayer partner. Seeing people in my family group show up even after they haven't been coming for a long time. If I were to list them, we would be here all night. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, overall, GCC has been a humbling experience. I came into this year thinking, what can I do to be remembered? How can I leave a legacy? Even though I tried to do many things like make a name for myself, impact all of the underclassmen, God brought my head back down to earth and reminded me that this is all about Him and how He wants to use all of this for His glory. In fact, instead of being a blessing, I was often distracted, neglecting my responsibilities as a figgle, probably being a stumbling block to many of the members in our church. And on top of that, I realized that I'd probably only be remembered as a figgle who trolled, if anything. All of this was indicative of how fallen I was and how much I really needed to know that it's all about Him. God wanted me to realize this to the point that basically the only memories I have are the ones that are going to stick with me, are where I'm witnessing God and His love, changing lives and turning hearts towards a radical devotion to Him. Those moments have made my undergrad years the greatest years of my life so far. I mean, I never in my dreams do I expect my peers, let alone myself, speak so passionately about my God, or hear people who didn't care about God come to be so hungry for Him. If I were to list them, we would be here all night, and nobody's got time for that. So, I thought that as a senior and as a family group leader, I would be blessed by the things that I did, the plans that God would inspire me to carry out to bless this church collectively. But I'm blessed by you, because God has used you to encourage me, challenge, and strengthen me. One thing I can say for sure is that there's a fire here, a generation that is seeking God. I get a sense of that every time I hear you speak about Him. So even though I'm not 100% sure where I'll be next year, I will always keep my eyes on this community so that I can always be reminded of God's transforming power, His faithfulness, and His overwhelming love. Thank you.